Hey guys, in this video I'm going to break it down to you plain and simple. People keep saying, oh I said this, now I said that, I said this, I said that. This is my view. Excuse me. I believe Bitcoin is going to have a significant pullback, probably to 52k or below. So in this region, in this region here, this white box, or below because of the liquidity pools. I'm going to get them up actually just to show you. And then I think we're going to go on one of the biggest bull runs that we've seen in a long, long time. I believe in the short term, however, anything could happen. I think we have the sentiment shifting towards bearishness right now after we've lost this recent low. I think it will be not a sensible time, but a logical time for us to have a bounce on Bitcoin up to the liquidity above us. I'm going to take us to the hourly time frame and show you more accurately what I'm talking about. To the liquidity pool above us, up here, where it's super dense at 66,000. So we could have a short-term push up towards 66k, and then a big shit from Bitcoin. I've written about it for weeks in the newsletter, but for some reason people still don't understand what I'm trying to say. I could show you why on the liquidity charts. I think we come down and take this liquidity before we move up, which is here at around 4. It lows out, well, you could come all the way down to here, I guess, but I don't think we will. It lows out here at around 46k. Maybe we wick to 45, take that liquidity there. And then I think it's go time, to be honest with you guys. More and more people jumping in short above us, so we could start to head up to that range. And look, I could be wrong. If we start to hit 66 and get the liquidity there, we could start to head up through this liquidity and continue on. I'm more confident that we go into a raging bull market after we break out of this range than I am about anything. So that is my ultimate thinking, is that we are going to go up when we break out of this range. That sounds stupid, but up hard when we break out of this range. At least 100k plus. I personally believe towards 180 to 200k is very possible if we get the right, especially if we get the right macro environment, which looks like it's sort of happening. There's a bit of a wobble in the macro environment at the minute. I'm not going to get into that today, but my base case is we come down and then we go up. Could we go up above 66k first and take that liquidity I just showed you on the hourly? Absolutely. But I'm going to leave that there. And my secondary base case, including that, is Israel are going to do something to Iran. They've said they're going to. They have not yet retaliated. They are going to do something. And I don't think anyone's pricing anything in along those lines. And Jared Dillian, I respect him very much in the macro world. He also agrees with that opinion. I've said this for a while. I think Israel are going to do something, and I think it's going to be bad. That is my thought process. And we're in this period before the elections, and all this like conspiracy stuff is out, and everything's flipping weird over there, man. Like, I don't know exactly what's going on or what's a conspiracy, what's not a conspiracy, but if you're another country looking to make a move, you do it right now while everything's fucked up over there and they're all too focused on their election, in my opinion. So there's a lot of potential catalysts that could come out that would disrupt things and take us down to this price target. Don't come to me and say, oh, it was a black swan, no one saw it come in. Something is coming, in my opinion, but do we get 66k first? As I said, I could be wrong about all this. We could just send it out of this range, because you could say the opposite side of the argument of like these issues not being priced in is, for example, Trump is now in the lead, and that could be super bullish for crypto, so maybe the markets overlook something like this. I don't know, but it's not where I sit. Okay, that's my complete opinion. Number one thought, break out the top of this range properly. Proper breakouts, some candle closes weekly, monthly above this range, we're off. Whenever that might happen. Until then, I think we come down first. Sorry, I'm on my second coffee and it's irritating my stomach, obviously. Right. We also, like, if we look on the daily time frame, look, we've taken the liquidity below these stop losses. The RSI looks like it could be curling back up. If we have a good green day today, we could push into those 66k range. Looking at XRP specifically, something I've been talking about, I actually made a tweet this morning. I think XRP could quite easily go between 72 and 74 cents. It will coincide with the recent bounce here, when we had that pullback, quite quickly recovered 50%. We've had a pullback recently, could quite quickly recover 50%, could actually get us above this range. But also, we've just chilled at the bottom of the range for a little few days, chopped around, not actually set any lower lows. It would make sense for us to push towards the top of the range, which could coincide with a 66k push for Bitcoin if XRP really starts to rip and roar here. So that's something I'm watching for XRP specifically. I'm also watching XRP ETH and XRP Bitcoin as they're starting to show a couple of green candles on the daily time frame. Nothing confirmed yet, very close to confirmation against for XRP ETH to start moving back to the upside, and XRP Bitcoin did get the bullish cross yesterday. Didn't quite hit my reactionary level, so we could still see a flush down into that area. Maybe Bitcoin goes first with a rip and then it rotates. Let's see. XRP dominance was the last one I wanted to just quickly check on. Haven't checked it today, I was checking it yesterday. But yeah, look at XRP dominance, getting that bullish cross as well, and pulling back below the range. Bullish cross, daily candles, starting to look back to the upside. Could we at least see a retracement back to like 1.58%? I think so, and we'll have to assess then what this RSI and what the trend's looking like when we get up into that area. Lastly, I'm just going to talk about how I feel about the wider macro, which gives us narrative, but also some potential fundamental changes for XRP. And actually, I'll start along. She says Ripple custody is the de facto tech used by big banks in the world, including DBS, SocGen, Forge. I don't know who SocGen, Forge are, and BBVA. Now we're adding pre-configured operational and policy frameworks, additional HSM, XRPL, fungible token support and compliance services, bridging enterprise-grade products to crypto businesses. So basically, they're saying now, Ripple is saying, look, we're going to be holding banking assets and we're going to make them compatible for the XRP ledger. The XRP ledger very easily. We're going to help them, we're holding them, we're helping them. And people are not bullish about this, or not bullish enough. Like, I think people need to wake up and smell the flowers, honestly. This is happening right now, guys, in front of your eyes. Genuinely. That's what I think. I talked about this yesterday as well, how XRP on the weekly against Bitcoin looks like it's going to take a shit. This is because it's an inverted chart. But if you look at that, it can't set a new high. That looks weak. Struggling, gets the break and then pulls back. Struggling, gets a little break, pulls back. But on these, it struggles all the way up and then takes a big dump, and then we're waiting for those big dump candles. They could be coming. This is why I talk with the potential of crypto pricing and Donald Trump being the new president. He's up at the minute 13%, or he was yesterday. Haven't checked on that yet. Also, a Spaces yesterday, hosted by Axelar, who are going to be doing the cross-chain bridge for Ripple, helping them with the RLUSD, and also helping them with the treasuries minted on the XRPL with Open Eden. They hosted a Spaces between Sui and Ripple developers. I actually got up on the Spaces and asked a question to see if RLUSD would be integrated into the Sui network, and the CEO of Sui said, Ripple, come at me and talk to me about this. So I might have actually linked those two together. I also then accidentally did press a emoji that made a sound of clapping when they were trying to talk. Also yesterday, Ripple filed a cross appeal to the SEC, basically saying that they're going to argue with the SEC about all the points that they want to, especially around let's see what happens there. Following that, we saw a countersuit from, I think, Crypto.com also sued the SEC and got sued by the SEC. And then this morning, Bitnomial, sorry, that's my dyslexia, around the status of the XRP and their security, like potential designation. Or basically the SEC are investigating them, and they're saying, look, when you've already said it's not a security, etc. So let's see. Basically, I think that the environment is changing. Ripple. You've got even Cointelegraph talking about the custodian service for XRP for Ripple yesterday, and their big focus on XRPL. just think something is coming, guys. I have that feeling inside me. The charts is kind of saying, like, even though we had that sentimental flush yesterday, sorry, not yesterday, last week, that we didn't actually break anything structurally on the charts. It makes me think something big is coming. So just to finish, we're going to move into the AI robotics. Elon Musk basically did an announcement yesterday. And if you haven't seen it, please watch. It's going to be the biggest product ever of any kind. I'm going to leave you with this to finish the video because it's actually insane.
A robot with arms and legs instead of a robot with wheels. And we've made a lot of progress.
Peace up, A-Sound down, as Crypto Insight UK would say.
With Optimus. And as you can see, we started up with someone in a robot suit, sort of down, and then we've progressed dramatically year after year. So if you extrapolate this, you're really going to have something spectacular, something that anyone could own. So you could have your own personal R2-D2 C3PO. But fundamentally, at scale, the Optimus robot, you should be able to buy an Optimus robot for, I think, probably $20,000 to $30,000 long term. So, and what can it do? It'll basically do anything you want. So it can be a teacher, babysit your kids. It can walk your dog, mow your lawn, get the groceries, just be your friend, serve drinks, whatever you can think of, it will do. And yeah, it's going to be awesome. I think this will be the biggest product ever of any kind. Yeah. Because I think everyone, of the 8 billion people of Earth, I think everyone's going to want their Optimus buddy. And there's going to be maybe two. And then they'll be producing products and services. I predict, actually, provided we address risks of digital superintelligence, 80% probability of a good outcome. Look on the bright side. The cup is 80% full. The cost of products and services will decline dramatically, and basically anyone will be able to have any products and services they want. One of the things we wanted to show tonight was that Optimus is not a canned video. It's not walled off. The Optimus robots will walk among you. Please be nice to the Optimus robots. So you'll be able to walk right up to them, and they'll serve drinks at the bar.